Okay, now I'm going to start and write a program which will compute all the odd integers starting from 1, right? Starting from 1. So let's say sum of all the odd integers starting from 1 and all the way to let's say num, right? So when the user enters, let's say 5, this program, I want to write a program which will compute the sum of, let's say, all the odd integers starting from 1 to 5. That means 1 plus 3 plus 5, for example, right? And if the user enters a 7, let's say 9, then this program will compute sum of all the odd integers starting from 1 to all the way to 9. So that means 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9. And so I want to basically use this range function, the range function with the 3 arguments, because the last one is going to be, the first one is starting value and last one is the ending value plus 1, right? So, and then the third argument is step value. So this is like, what I need is the I is starting from the 1, and then step value should be 2. And this is what the ending, the maximum value, or the end value in the sequence should be num plus 1 minus 1, so which is just num, right? So so this range function, the value of I is going to be, let's say, starting from the 1. Since the step value is a 2, it's going to be 3, right? And then 5, and then all the way to what? Num, right? Because num plus 1, this is minus 1 is num, right? So I think that's it. So really, like, it's just minor change. So assuming that the user always enter a odd number, right? Assuming the user always enter odd number, and then let's just run this module, and then OK, right? And then let's see. Enter odd number, I'll just say, let's say 5, right? That means 1 plus 3 plus 5, which is 9, right? Yep, so this is like the value of I, right? And then sum is 9. So let me just for the clarification, I'll say the sum is colon, and let's just do that. Okay, so let's run one more time, and then when I say, let's say 5, right, sum is 9. Okay, so this program, right, this code will show you how to compute how to write a code which will compute the sum of all the odd integers starting from 1 to all the way to num, right? But if you look at the homework assignment, this is what the homework assignment is: write a program which computes the sum of all the even numbers. So you have to modify this program, right? But I also want through this program, right? I want you to able to trace down, right? Hand trace down this for loop. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to end my lecture here.